The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back at it again. It's The Local Show with Tom and Steve.
You know Tom.
Raring to go.
You know Tom.
I do know
that
Tom.
Beef jerky that I'm chewing on from Hoffman's is really good.
Is it? Yeah.
Do you have any left? You wiped out a whole bag?
Well, I did that one bag. Yeah, the pork one with the, it's the Korean barbecue.
Yeah, that's the one I'm chewing on.
Nice, yeah.
It's got a nice little zing to it.
Yeah. Go over to my friend's Mark Sparrow's place there. Sparrow's and Sue's over there, the whole gang, the family, and pick up a couple of bags.
Anytime I go by there, it's kind of out of my way.
Yes.
It's rocking.
Packed. I know.
I mean, it's right. I mean, it's right up the road from you, but it's rocking over there.
It's hard to find a time when it's slow. That's for sure.
No,
Speaking of slow, Charlie Patten. Oh no, that's not a good transition.
Nice one, Tom. Thank you.
So who's going to put us to sleep now?
Right, exactly.
Charlie,
not me. I'll tell you that.
Van Patten. He is the owner of Mattress Makers. How are you there, Charlie?
Oh, pretty good. And I thought I'd test your memory today.
Okay, memory foam me. Go ahead.
Going back in history when advertising was jingles. If you had a business, you had a jingle.
Yep.
And there's one that just rings a bell with me because you could say Mattress Makers. And it goes like this. Lipsy Brothers, 613 Wolf Street. Hop a cab, a bus, or driving a limousine. The rent's not much to pay. Mattress Makers, Bridge Street, East Syracuse, 5795 Bridge Street. Hop a cab, bus, or driving a limousine. The rent's not much to pay. Well, what does that mean? The rent is not much to pay. We're in industrial space.
Okay.
People don't think about this, but you're going to buy a mattress. Guess what? You're paying the rent.
Are you?
Yeah. Somebody's paying it.
Right.
So you think they're building it in? You had me at Lipsy Brothers. I knew Al Lipsy.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Who's the son? He ended up running, Tom. He ran Shopping Town.
That's
Great
where I know the name
Mall.
from. Yeah.
Great guy.
Exactly.
Al, if you're listening, hi. Haven't seen you in 20 years. Great guy, but that was his parents.
Exactly.
And it was on Wall Street, right where I used to live right there.
613.
Right. Exactly. And my first business was 601. Right there.
Yes.
So I know right where they were.
Wow, exactly.
But I didn't remember the jingle.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of drained into my head here. You know, those with a worm or something like that?
But you are right.
Yeah,
you are paying for...
You're paying.
You are paying. So when you go to a jeweler, when you go to anywhere, you're paying for the overhead.
But here's the deal. You're paying 5 times what you pay at mine. I'm in industrial space. It's 1/5 the cost of commercial space. Retail commercial space is very expensive.
Right.
And make it worse than that. Not only are you paying for that, somewhere that mattress is being made, you're paying for that factory.
Yeah.
And then
The shipping.
The shipping too.
Pay for that.
The distributors, there's got to be a sales distributor somewhere in the middle there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're paying a salesman at the store and you're paying a salesman at the factory. Guess what? Somebody owns that store, right? Do they work for nothing? No, you're paying that owner of that store. You're paying the owner of that factory. Plus, with the cost of fuel and transportation, it's just ridiculous.
So, are you suggesting, Charlie, that people should just buy direct from your factory? Is that what is that where this is all going?
I think that's where we're going.
Just checking. I just wasn't sure, Tom. It was hard to read.
You know, one day a guy says, "How can you sell cheaper?" Well, there's only one example, and the fact that I've been in the business 60 years and know all the cost, and I can buy cheaper than anybody else. So, bottom line is, you can't beat us. And then, you know, another thing you pay. After you pay all this kind of stuff, you pay all this bait and switch stuff, you know, like, oh, wow, you got a 5-year no interest payment. Wait a minute. I don't see any free money from a bank.
Must be one heck of a mattress.
I don't see the owner. Yeah. I mean, how do you get 5 years interest free? That's built into the price.
Yeah.
And you pay that into the price, and not only that, you pay sales tax on that interest.
So, in case anybody's wondering, we're talking to Charlie from Mattress Makers on Bridge Street, who gets a little excited about selling direct at the factory. So, what's popular now? I mean, in the winter, I know it's popular to stay home and hide under the covers. But are people still buying organic? Or is there a seasonality to this? What's going on over there?
Well, it's a mixed use. It's a function of what they want, what they need, and their needs more important than anything else. But I would make a recommendation. We have a 4-bed lineup, and I can sit here and today and say this 4-bed lineup is superior to any mattress that you can buy in Syracuse. You'd have to go down to New York City and buy Hansons or some of those European models and pay $10,000, $20,000. You can come to Syracuse and buy local, Craftsman, made local, and superior quality. Like
so
I
what's
say,
the 4-bed lineup? What is that?
They are a particular construction where we have all organic materials, and they're all hand tufted. They're all, there's one vice spring that goes for $7,000 to $14,000 in New York and Massachusetts, and I had a customer in, and they lay down and they said, "This is phenomenal," and they said, "This is just as good or better than the vice spring."
Wow.
What do you call this mattress? We call it the Charles.
I know Carol made us do that with you. I know she kept saying, we need to call one after Charles. Let's call it after. And Carol's an amazing lady that works out there with you.
Yeah, it's got soup to nuts. It's got microcoils. It's got double quilting with wool. It's just phenomenal. And there's a choice of 4 different ones, and just worth trying. I mean, you can go and pay $6,000 to $10,000 for a bag of air and a piece of foam that it's not going to be any good.
Yeah, I've noticed over the years, Charlie, and straighten me out on this. It seems like they've come up with a lot of different types of mattresses. Is it a lot of to do about nothing? Because you got all the purples and the pinks and the and honeycomb and memory foam. Is it all jive or what?
Oh, it's smoke and mirrors. I'll tell you. I go back years ago when my uncle said there's just so much you can put in the mattress.
Yeah.
There's a Texas factory direct, and their model is less is more. You get these mattresses where they're laying 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of stuff, and we've put copper in it. Well, you're not sleeping on the copper, you're sleeping on the quilt.
Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous that what they do to make
it
these
sounds
things.
like they're trying to reinvent the mattress when... how much can you do to it? Mattresses.
Well, new improved tide, right?
Yeah.
New improved tide.
Right.
Now I don't know if we talked about it last time you were on, but you had someone come up from Pennsylvania or Cortland. Where they come up from somewhere there? Tell me about that.
Oh, we made you guys famous. This woman's she caught on to the local show, and she watched a half a dozen of ours, and she called and talked to Carol, and she's all excited, and last week she ordered a mattress.
Oh, nice.
We're shipping down to Pennsylvania.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, we ship all over the world anyways. We just recently shipped a bunch to Puerto Rico. We go to Washington State, Maine. You name it, we go there.
But people drive out to the what's that? Waterloo Outlet, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they can get special handbags and all these brands and stuff.
Yeah.
So they drive out there. But they're not made there. I don't know.
No,
Factory outlet,
exactly.
it's just another place where they sell the stuff. But it's funny how people will drive somewhere far away
for an outlet.
You're making them on Bridge Street, and you can walk in and you can watch it being made if you're really that excited about it.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Ted Turner called up one day and ordered a bed for his daughter from us.
Did he really?
Absolutely.
No kidding.
Yeah,
the Ted Turner.
How
did he find out? How did he find you? The local show.
We are world famous. Absolutely. When you've been in there 110 years, it really you get a reputation
and a good one. And that also leaves room for error, and there doesn't seem to be much error. It seems to
we
be all
don't want
good.
any mistakes. No.
Yeah.
So if it's winter and you're tired of sleeping on your mattress the way it is, and you've been putting it off for a while, get the factory, buy direct, and like you were talking about earlier, right there on Bridge Street, across from Fleet Feet, behind Henry Wilson Jewelers. They can go, and you've got the little outlet across from Chick-fil-A. If I don't say that, I'll get slapped by.
Yeah, right up in North Syracuse, across from Home Depot, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but they can get it custom made. I know we were talking organic before. That's really popular. But your whole point was, why go somewhere else when we're right here in town?
Exactly.
Right. Good job.
So mattressmakerssyracuse.com.
Organic at popular prices.
There we go.